I'm not around. So now we're going to talk about the problem of overfitting. We discussed overfitting last week. So someone can let's start with underfitting, then we'll go to overfitting. What do you understand by underfitting? We've been talking about this since week 2. So what do you understand by underfitting then? You want to talk about overfitting? Fine. Interesting. Underfit.
I guess we have the use only like 1 out of 5.
That's what wonder. If that wonder is so is as like
it's not enough.
What is that? I switched to
looking at it from
this is not fair. Please, I'm going to freeze.
Please, can you up?
Thank you.
Can you reduce it? Should you reduce it? Oh no, let's just enjoy the reduce that for like 5 minutes. So we can keep regulating the temperature.
My brain.
No, you are no, let it is low, make it very low so that it will cool this thing you up. So you want that one stay high. It's not democracy.
I'm looking at this one is just high flow.
So you should concentrate on it, but let's think that you see it. I'm listening. Any other you have answers. Tell me the answers. Stop looking at me. I'm talking to you. Yeah. You don't have any answer. Okay. And you're here last week. You're here 2 weeks ago.
He's keeping his answer.
Okay, to I catch it out tomorrow in the back. I'm just joking. Any other answer? Do you have any other okay, fine. So I assume you don't understand what overfitting is. Because we're going to discuss about the problem now, right? If you don't, make it known.
Wasting of features.
What did you say?
What if you have the idea?
Yeah, I want to listen to the idea. That's what I'm bothered about. I want to listen to it. Whether it's the idea is good or bad. Let's listen to it. Fine. I don't care. Sincerely, I don't even care. Like, they might care, but me, I don't want sense. You are not generalizing, but you cannot answer the question. What underfitting is, you don't understand at all. You get me, right? So, with respect to picture representation, it's more or less like I selected. Let's go back to what you said. I selected the right material. I selected the right chapters. So I selected the right features. That's good. But situation whereby you select the wrong features, or you gather so much material, and at the end of the day, you don't still understand anything. Exactly. It's just, I think you're still going to become other fit. You get me, right? Right. So that's why sometimes I tell you that when your cost function is 0, does not mean that your model is actually doing well. The point is not to get, the point is to approach 0. 0 is just a numerical value saying that, oh, my cost function is good. It's just like a way of saying that my cost function is good. But do you really know whether it's good? How are you going to know your cost function is good? You try it out in the real world. So, 0 is like having the low cost function is just like a way of saying that you assume that you understand. But in the real world, you If it doesn't work, that means you have exactly. So you overfitted your data. You overfitted the textbook, you overfitted what was given. But if you should go to the real world, can you transfer what you learned from that textbook and get something with a good result? That's the question. If you transfer that knowledge and if you get a good result, that means you are the model is doing, that means you generalize, so you have a knowledge of what the problem is. But that moment you don't generalize, that means you don't understand the problem. If you can't answer those questions, if you cannot interact well in the real world, that means you overfitted on your data set. Okay. Makes sense?
Can we say coming to AI Saturday without being able to do machine learning project or assignment with an example of overfitting? That is the whole idea. I want everybody to know. Thank you.
So how are we going to solve that problem? I think we have discussed, like, from so far, we have like an idea of how to solve this problem. Like, yeah. So I think if you must have listened to our conversation, you must have gotten like one or two ideas on how to solve that problem. So how are you going to solve that problem?
The problem of
Yeah, overfitting.
You just told me I want value.
You pick what?
Value.
Yes, that's like one way of doing that.
Okay, what's another way?
Another way is, let's assume that the first 5 chapters are very important.
Oh, you said the summary. I'll go to the summary.
That's but let's assume that the first 5 chapters are very important, and the remaining ones are not that important. You concentrate more on the first 5 chapters, right?
Yeah.
Fine. That means you're going to analyze the last any value from 6th chapter downward. You're going to analyze that, right?
Yeah.
So that means you're not going to concentrate much on that.
Yeah.
So these are the 2 ways of doing it. It's just selecting content. So this is underfit, overfit. This is what we want. So overfitting is when you have too much features. The length hypothesis benefits the training set very well, but fails to generalize to new examples, predicting prices on new examples. You understand? This is your training, it fits well to what? To your training set. So it fits well to your training set. Now you have like another instance somewhere. This value is supposed to like it's supposed to this line is supposed to cross that value, but it does not cross that value. You have it, this is what is predicted. It fits well to our training set. This is our training set. But in real world, your training set is not always a representation of what is happening in the real world. The real world, it might be somewhere here. Probably stock price change is somewhere here. Or probably election or something that has happened. The housing price has increased. You don't know. So that's the question you're going to ask yourself. So what the whole idea is that if you learn too much features, if you have too many features, the length hypothesis can fit the training set very well, but fails to generalize to new example. That's just the main idea.
So how can I solve the problem of underfitting?
You don't have enough knowledge, how are you going to solve the problem?
I'll get knowledge. Alright.
So this is just something other people. This is what we want. This is when you overfit. And usually, overfitting is as a result of, with respect to the features, when you have too many features. If you have too many features, you have too many model parameters, right? Technically, you have too many model parameters. That means you're having something like this, you have this, you have this, you have this. More features, more model parameters. But we don't have, what we want is, what do we even want? Let me ask that question. What do we want?
It's a line of best.
See always line of best. Okay. We want this. Come on, best. Curve is a lie. One polynomial or anything. So this is what we want. This is like a simple order. This is a simple order, but this is a higher order poly. Now, I discussed this last week. So let's say we have we want to predict the house price. Then you have the size of the house, which is very important. The number of bedroom, which is very important. The age of the house. Is it that important? Depends, right? We don't know. The average income in the neighborhood. Then Lekki, or no, not Lekki, not Lekki, you're there. So, if you are in Banana Island, yeah, your neighbors, you can't just be there. You understand? You can't just magically appear there. It doesn't happen like that. So, so let's assume that's my near future you can consider. But sometimes you don't like to stay in the high rich neighborhood. You are world, you just want to isolate yourself. I want to go to the village and spend my time there. Come on. Like, it's my choice. My money, my choice. So in that situation, is that picture important? We don't know. So the kitchen site, and so let's assume another picture is this last week. The price of the power. Is that picture important? To you, might be important. Like if I don't care about the tower, the cost of the tower, it's subjective. But it's not just subjective. Is that picture affecting the price? That's the question. Is it affecting the price? Or the color of the building? Is it if it's white, it might affect the price. Yeah. But if you don't mind, like you can afford to paint the house every now and then, it's anybody's problem. So, how are you going to address overfitting? Reduce the number of features by selecting important, relevant ones. And how are you going to select relevant features? I'm getting correlations. That is why you have EDA. That is why EDA is very important. Exploratory data analysis. So that's why it's very important. Before you build a model, building the model is the easiest stuff. I swear to God. It's very easy. Side plan, you fit anything. You can fit skates to it. So building the model is very easy. It is understanding what feature, understanding the data. That is even the most, like, if you are going to get a job today, it's going to be, can you understand, can you extract important feature as a data scientist, or that's like, what features are you going to consider? Building model is like, there are packages here and there that you can use to build models. It's okay, how am I going to solve this problem? What features are important, right? So, we'll talk about this next, probably the 6th or 7th week. Then regularization, which is what? You keep all features, but you reduce the magnitude/value of the parameters. Let's come to what we discussed. So this is what I'm talking about. You keep all features, you read all the, but you reduce the magnitude /value of the parameter. How are you going to the ratio, the weights you assign to the first part? Why the other ones? Low weight. That's the model parameter. So another thing is you work well. This just works well, blah blah blah. Another thing you can do is okay, same thing. You're just trying to extend how it works. So you have two options. You reduce the number of features. Another thing is you can do is regularization. So now, let's say this is our first 3 chapters. This is we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chapters, right? This is the first 3 chapters. This is where they might likely ask you the questions. These ones, they might not. We don't know. Now, if you know that this is your first these are the major chapters you should concentrate on. You're going to penalize these values. You're going to assign low, basically you're going to penalize, assign high values to them. And if you should remember why we are assigning high values, do you know why we are assigning high values to this stuff?
High value.
Like high value. High values.
Because I want to emphasize more.
When you minimize, what do you want? You want the value to be what? To be low, right? Fine. That is what you are doing here. Let's ignore this part. That is what you are doing here. Now, if you should assign, if you want this value to be low, if you want this value to be low, these two values to be close to 0, what are you going to do to it?
Like, I think there are values for them. I will reduce their value. Like, if it's like a mean, I think I'm making a mean, I'll reduce the value for them. I don't know if you understand what I mean.
I'm trying to understand.
The best way to know value,
So it will be easy next time.
what is it?
You want to minimize, right? You want these two values to be what? You want them to be, you want the difference between both of them to be 0. Right? That's what you want. That's your whole goal. You want these two values to be 0. And now, by doing that, what will happen to these values?
These are the ones I don't want.
These are the ones you don't want.
Minimize.
You also want to minimize them. But if you are going to minimize them, you are going to have like values. There's nothing you are converting these values to. Like there's nothing you are comparing it with. Does it really make any sense? Like, whatever value you have here is fine. Let's say this one gets to 0, but this value probably might get like 1.9 something, 0.3 something. Let's assume these are values that you might likely get, and you still have. I want you guys to just understand this part. It's kind of tricky, but I just want you guys to understand this part. So the idea is that you want these values to be 0. You want these two values to be 0. If you want these two values to be 0, what you do is that you assign high value. I penalize these values, assign high cost to it.
I want them to be 0. How?
What do we talk when we talk about logistic regression? As our cost tends towards infinity, what does it mean?
This is my first class, so I don't know.
Come on, we just discovered logistic regression. We just discovered logistic regression today.
Okay, so if I want to multiply it, are you saying I will multiply it to increase this? Or what?
I moved to logistic regression to see whether to have like a better intuition. This is the idea. Wow.
This is the cost function. We're trying to satisfy this function. So when we satisfy this function, somehow we're going to, in that slot that 3, where that slot is, let's say when we satisfy the function, there was supposed to be 1.9. Then for example, there's supposed to be 0.3 there. When we satisfy this function. But then if we penalize those slots by attaching 1,000 as coefficient system, what it means is that by definition, the only way to satisfy that 1.9 is this that 3 now goes to 1.9 divided by 1,000. So that it becomes 0.000.
So this to keep everything simple, to actually keep everything simple is that. Suppose you want to penalize this guy and this guy, right? You want to make them really small. You assign high cost to it. Assign high cost. You are trying to tell the model that these values are expensive. These values are expensive. We are going. This value is going to cost us more. If you are going to this chapters is going to cost us more. Because they are not relevant. They are going to cost us more. They are going to waste our time basically. See it like this. These chapters will waste our time. We will read them. So let's assign high values to them. When you see it, don't read it because it has high values. Concentrate on what? The first 3 chapters. These chapters will cost us more time. See it like that. Once we see them, let's ignore them or let's assign note that to it in such a way that when our model, when our pitch, whatever we are going to predict, when it sees this value, you say that okay, this one is 0, this is 0. I don't know whether it makes sense. It's more or less like time. What time am I going to allocate to chapter 3 and chapter 4 and chapter 5? I should allocate less time because they have high cost.
So I think like the computer will identify that because by putting high value, the machine
exactly
will
because exactly because you are right. So what we are trying to say is that when we start minimizing, that's I'm bothered about what you guys understand by minimization, by optimization. It's like no optimization varies. You might be maximizing, might be minimizing, but here we are minimizing. We want our values to be as small as possible. So since we want our values to be as small as possible, we want this value altogether to be 0, 0. Yeah. I hope this makes sense.
Sorry, it is still under addressing what?
Yeah, this is the intuition.
So which of the methods of
this is regularization that we're talking about.
because so
okay, this is the first one, reducing the number of features. But it's not just reducing the number, you are reducing the impact of the features. So the second one is what we just did was addressing overfitting. The first one, which is reducing the impact of the features. This one is regularization. So this is regularization with respect to what? With respect to linear regression, what we have been doing so far. So what we have here is your regularization parameter. What we have here is your model parameter. So let me just use this diagram to explain it. This is when you overfit, the blue line. This is what you want, the purple line. So, and for you to get this purple line, you are going to reduce the impact of some of your features. How relevant they are in your model, you are going to reduce them. And what that actually means is that when you have higher order polynomials, let's say you have something like x squared, okay, let's say this is 2, this is 1, when you are plus x cubed, when you start having higher order polynomials, you start having something like this. So start having something like the blue line. But if you want to have this low order polynomials, if you want to just have this polynomial, this simple one, what you are going to do is that you are going to knock these features. You're going to knock these higher order features. You want to reduce their impact. And how are you going to reduce the impact? You make them close to 0. And when you make them close to 0, it will leave you. Let's say you make this one close to 0. It will leave you basic features, like it will leave you with just this one and this one. And we all know that this is what? This is a line. Let's make this theta 0, theta 1. Let's have our this is what? This is a line. This is what we are doing all this work. This is a line. If you should increase it, you have a curve. If you should increase it, you have those funny curves. So what you are doing is that you are knocking these values, you are bringing them down in such a way that you just have these two. Which this one is a line. If you add another picture, you have like a polynomial there.
So I wanted to ask, is it my job as a data scientist to extract or to know the one that is important, or I can teach the machine the one that is important?
It is your job to know the one.
So it's the human job, the machine can't do that.
The machine can definitely do that. It will help you. It's by doing EDA, by doing exploration data analysis, you know the important part.
But at the end of the day,
it's your decision, it's your call.
We have to reduce we had more values to our resource engineering. does it mean that that situation that the board was
Hello? What's the time?
9 minutes.
5 minutes more. 9 minutes more.
we use vaccine by we use I mean when vaccine arises we try to add more we try to add more value to our features or we reduce more value we reduce value of our features when there is a vaccine.
You look at the most important features. Consider the most important features. That's what it is. But you're not going to, you don't know, let's assume I don't know the most important features. Regularization is going to find the most important features. To give those features. The features that are less important, it's going to assign high value. Social media, when you're doing optimization, those features will be irrelevant. Then towards zero. Makes sense?
I don't remember what I did.
The simple thing is use something like apps. Have our app say closer to one better. But we get to a point when even if you add more features, the model will probably increase by say 0.1. At that point, there's no point adding more.
So based on what you just said now, let's say that you have x1, x2, x3, and our cost function when we consider the x1 and x2, our cost function is giving us 0.9, right? Then we added x3, our cost function gave us 0.95. Then we added x4, and we got 0.93. So, what can we say about x4? Or let's assume that after adding x4, we got 0.95. This still, what does it mean? Like the picture, x4 is not adding any, it's not being down on the level. So it as well as not enough. So I like that, that's what it is. Higher order producers. You have those funny curves, right? And you want something that will go like this. Those funny curves, each and every one of those stuff means like you have like higher order. It's supposed to be like x cube, x raised to power 4. So if you want, for you to arrive at x cube, you must have done x squared, x squared, x cube. Now, you don't want x cube, you want to knock out x cube. You assign higher values to x cube. After optimization, the value of x cube will come down. That means you have what? x1 and x squared. These are values that will give you that basic curve that you want. Does it make any sense?
That is all
In all situations.
But that is normal.
Is that the normal? Yeah, it keeps the model simple. So your model used to be complex, complicated. Now you have something simple. That's what it is. Any other question? We don't have, right? Fine.
Question.
I'm listening.
Okay. Please, like, I think what I think she was trying to say is in all models, like, besides the logistic question that you knock out.
Oh, is that what you're asking?
Yeah, it was to like another that.
Okay, yeah, you're right. We use this for all, like, we always apply regularization. Like, irrespective of what you're doing, apply regularization. So, you can see it from a picture point of picture selection point. You can see it from model, like, anyhow you see, it's still the same. Yeah. So, so when you do that, this is what you call, there's a value that's always attached to this part, this regularization. There's a value always attached to it. Also, before I discuss that, there's something I want you guys to know, just in case, probably in the future, you will learn about what we call multi-task learning. So this, why do I mention multi-task learning? So it's more or less like you are doing two things. You are learning two things. You are using two things to learn. So in this situation, what are we doing here? We are minimizing, right? And also, what are we doing here? We are bringing these pictures, we are bringing them down, right? So we are doing two things at the same time in order to make our model better. This is like an aspect of what we call multitasking. We are doing two things to make your model better. So you are solving two problems to make your model better. You see it in other problems, probably in computer vision or in any of it to do that. So let's say you want to let's say just look at an instance, probably in self-driving cars. We want to solve the problem of navigation. Normally you have cameras, you have lidars, you have radars. So now, if you use a camera, you can do this like that. But if you should have like another sensor, like a lidar, you have like a better, a richer picture of space. You can accept input. You have like a richer picture representation. So now, what are you doing? You want to navigate. You combine your camera information with your lidar information together, and you train a model that will navigate instead of just using one. You use both. Or let's say you want to do captioning. I can't remember where they use caption. I'm not really good at that, but I know they use it in another. So you use more than one task, you use more than one data set. When you do that, or you are solving a problem, or you are solving it with different, you are combining different stuff to solve the problem. So now we are doing what? We are minimizing what you are doing, and also we are bringing these values down. So this is what we call multitasking. So, and this is just like your regularization parameter, this lambda here. So, if you watch the video, it says something about lambda being, lambda is about 0.999 something. So, but this is just like a constant, whereby it's like another, what can we call this? Is it hyperparameter or module parameter? You can set it, remember. If you understand what I just said, you should be able to answer my question. So, how are you going to address overfitting? You reduce the number of features. You manually select which features to keep. You use model selection. We are going to discuss that probably in 3 weeks' time. Another way, what you can do is you use all features, but you assign high values to those features that are irrelevant. That will reduce the parameter. And I think that's all. So, any question? Yeah. So, any other question?
Sorry, like the formula for the regularization.
What happens is you want to formula?
Like, no, is that like That's what regularization is in mathematical concepts. Like.
This is formula. This is regularization
So
with respect to
that one, what is that? The one on the board.
the one what?
On the board.
Same stuff, same stuff.
So
Just that I expressed it.
So it's regularization expressed like mathematical concepts. Alright.
You have like summation from. Then you have like your lambda, which is your regularization parameter. Yeah, it's possible. Yeah, yes, possible. I'm going to do that. No, this is your chain. This is your cost function. I'm supposed to differentiate your cost function with respect to the model parameter for your updates. You have something like
Excuse me. The long one, this regularization, like what is it saying?
after differentiating, this is not for 0, this is for 1.
So like they are just
You don't call it theta, they don't call it theta 0 because you just have ones there. Remember now, you have that's where your bias is. You have just one there. You start from the second feature. You start from the first feature, theta 1. So for all values of theta 1, for theta 1, theta 2, theta 3, this is how you are going to present. This is when you start applying your regularization. This is how you're going to do that. So you apply more. This J is not going to start from 0. It's starting from 1. So from 1 to n. N is the number of features. We exclude 0. We exclude the possibility. Start from 0 from the parameter that you think. You start from, I'm talking about this is for logistic declarations that you're going to apply regularization on logistics. You're not starting from the first feature because you're not starting from the first model parameter because you have the ones there. You start from the second one. You're going to use 0 index. You don't do 0 to 1. You start from 1. Anyhow you see it. But here, you are not including the first but you are starting from the first, from the second one, which is your first feature, the second feature, and the third feature, to your end feature. Convention for what the lambda should be, where the value of lambda should be. What the value of the convention, like, as one of those standard limits, is your model parameter that you have and they're talking about this solution, like when you do dot product, what happens? Am I going to do what? 4. Everybody should go. That's all.